Hi. I was just cut off. Okay, my video just my battery died. Okay. So I was saying that, we don't deal with money, right? So we don't we, you guys deal with money. So you would have to whoever is the investor would have to receive the money. We only deal with brick and mortar, agricultural natural resources, things that gold and silver, things that you could use. You know, you guys use money, so if it's a $7 billion project that comes in every single year, somebody would have to receive this money. So it would be like Trump or any investor that would take on, would invest, would receive would have their own banking system that they would receive the money from, and I guess do whatever they want to do. But we require the services that are already up and running, like 13 or no, maybe seven different RV motorhome coaches must be there with at every NBC television station network. So you see the services, so that I can announce and then show it on the national TV how the promised land works and how the evil must go to prison, and we all have to see this happen. Nothing can be hidden. Everything has to be out in the open. So that means that whoever takes the courts, whoever is the lawyer, like an indigenous, gingerbread man lawyer, would take over the courts, because he would have to process the criminals that Lord Larry Hoover, we gotta start saying the names right, Lord Larry Hoover and Lord Jamar, that would take over. Let me see, what was his name? Yeah, that would take over the courts. And we just emailed him. I don't know. I'm so busy. I don't know. Got the man's name. This is so crazy. Okay. Yeah, Jamal. Of course. That's what I said before. So he would take up, just in case he do take the case, or if not, somebody would be, but he has to be indigenous, because this is our land. You don't want to let somebody run your shit that's already yours. So if you're a gingerbread man, you would take over the, and if you're a lawyer, you would take over all the courts, and you would process the criminals through your court into Lord Larry's prison system, because we can't have all this mix up. I mean, we are being kidnapped. They are selling our adrenochrome. I don't have to go through all of this of what you already know. And I don't like when gingerbread men, lawyers, attorneys and lawyers talk like as if, well, this is just the way it is. You know what I mean? So let's not do that. Let's actually talk like what we're supposed to say. You are a landlord. They must refer to you as my lord. And they must be like, my lord. Like when they pass you by, when they say, oh, hi, no, my lord. And then when they greet you, because that's what you are. And so when we go to court and we present this, it's going to be on national TV, where it'll be a movie. And then everybody will understand, like, oh, because back in the day, that's how they referred us to. Why? Because it's our land. And whatever is a foreigner on your land, they would respect that. They would even bow and say, hey, my lord. It's nothing like, oh, you better than me. Well, yeah, I am, because it's my. I'm just technically I am, because this is my land and it's not yours, and you come from some far revered shit. So well, yeah, of course I'm better than you, because you have to, basically either get the fuck off my land and don't worry about it, and then that's it, or stay on the land and then respect the rules and regulations of the promised land. And it's in my book, but then I have it in my business plan for the financials that I'm showing you, my financials. That's 40 pages, and all you have to do is just request for it. Now, who's looking at this? NBC, ABC, everybody's looking at this, and you can help, because you're going to have to help, or you're going to be sent to prison. Why? I already told you why. I already told you why. So I keep telling you. So you already know. That's why we're going to court, because I don't want to. I want to put this in a movie. I want to put it in a television series, so that everybody can understand what their places are in this world, so we won't keep dying. I don't want people to refer us as a colored crayon. I want to refer us to refer as what we are. To you, you would refer to as my lady, because this is my land. And food and water, paying rent and all that, we don't do that, because this is our land. You have to pay food and water and rent and stuff. You have to do that upon your people. All of your rules and regulations have to apply to your people, not on us. So it's an abomination for you to keep continuing, and it's an abomination for us not to say it. It's an abomination for me not to say what I'm, if I don't say what I'm saying, that's crazy. That's an abomination. I need to say it. You need to say it. Everybody needs to say it. Hey, we're dying. And how are we dying? Because the criminals are in office. And the innocent is in jail. Yeah. The innocent is in jail. You're not supposed to be in jail for domestic violence or any drugs or anything like that. You're supposed to be in rehabilitation. If you're a serial murderer or rapist, yes, you stay there, but we want to analyze you on why you're like that. What made you like that, so we can break it down and see if we need to dispose of you, or if we need to rehabilitate you, or maybe you were accused of a crime that you never committed. We don't know. We're just trying to see who's who up in here so we can put you in the right positions. Either you need to be crossing over to the promised land, or you need to, be with the children and your family and travel in different areas, different theme parks, 13 different theme parks in each state, to see your family, your friends, your relatives, to help people, to make sure we don't never be in this position ever again. That's my whole point. So I need an attorney that can help me do this, to just represent me, and just saying, well, she's just going to present the rules and regulations of the promised land. The lawyer don't have to say a single word. Only she's going to say what he's going to have to say. Okay, whatever his name is, let's just say his name is Steve Klowski. Hey, okay, go ahead and proceed in telling us what the story about Paul Revere. Now, after you tell the stories about Paul Revere, we're going to have to arrest you. We're going to arrest you anyway, but we want everybody to know the story about how you people got here. How did you get here? Who are you? Who are you? That's the whole, don't worry about who we are, where we came from. Talking about, oh, we're going to give you reparations. You can never give us reparations. Don't worry about that. You're not entitled to give us anything but to hand over the keys and the deed to the services that you stole. That's it. Hand over the keys and the deed. That's what we're going to court for. That's it. Now, if you don't want to do that, then we're going to tell you why you have to do that, because you have to tell us a story about Paul Revere. And when you say that, that's when you'll be arrested, because you don't want to go. And if you don't want to go, you have to tell us why you're guilty, and you're going to go anyway. It's the story of Paul Revere. And it says that y'all supposed to have been executed. That's the bottom line. You're supposed to have been executed. So you damn sure ain't supposed to be in office. Set no rules, talking about some new world order. No, you're supposed to say new world order to your people. If not, then you have to go to prison. See, all this, you chasing black people and hunting them down and all that, you're supposed to go to prison. We're supposed to have been chasing you down for doing that. A gingerbread man cop was supposed to chase down the white cop that is chasing down the black man. If the gingerbread man don't do that, then he has to go to prison. A Moorish man who is a cop, like a Moor man, or whatever man, whatever gingerbread colored man you are, if you see a white cop beating up a black man and you don't do nothing, then you got to go to jail. If you're a cop and you don't do nothing, and a white man is beating up on a black man and shooting him in broad daylight and handcuffed and choking him and shit, and you don't do nothing, then you're the enemy. You're with them. Yeah, you got to go to jail too. So it's it's like that. Like, we have to take care of our streets, our people. See, we have children. The Shia facility is a beautiful sports dome arena that you live in, on the top VIP section of it. So you would look down on all the children playing. You would look at events happening. I don't know, sports, everything, anything you can think of that's wonderful. That's your backyard. But in your front yard is a huge theme park. Water slides, dry slides, you see all kind of different things, just everywhere theme park, right? And it has everything there: grocery stores, post office. Under the underground, there's the clinics, the hospitals, the stores is underground. But on the surface, it's all nature and everything, because we don't want to have it too much. We want to have nature up top on the surface. Okay. So anyway, and then your vehicles, you would have your own. Every single person. Now foreigners would have to pay for their Jetsons, and they would have to pay to come in to like a normal theme park. Everybody got to pay, except for the gingerbread colored people. We have our own badge, and everything is free. Everything is free. That's why we don't deal with money, because everything in the promised land is free for us. But for foreigners, you have to pay, because and it's based on your income. We're not gonna break your wallet or nothing like that. It's based on your income. That's it. And you got to buy the Jetsons too. It's based on your income. and you will be able to travel to your families. Now, when a foreigner wears their badge, if they have any problems with a gingerbread colored person, a lord, or my lady, or my lord, whatever, if they have a problem with us, then they have to take that back to their country. Whatever problem they have, I don't care. If you got a problem with us, you got to take that, go, and you got to go back to your country. We will literally fly you. No, you will fly yourself over there, back to your country. You would have to get out because you're a guest. And of course, you're not a guest now, you're criminals. So right now, technically, you're all criminals. And that's why the television station network has to be shown as who's who on our land, so that the good white people can get and arrest your own people. You got to arrest your people. Now, if you don't arrest your people, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then it's going to be bloodshed. You're going to die. I'm just letting you know that. So the good white people, if you are against what I just said, then this is not your land, and you know it, and you're going to have to die. Shit. And I just explained to you why. This is not your shit. Damn. I mean, it's funny. It's just the mitigated gall of some people. You know, it's like, well, and then on top of that, I'm the creator of the promised land that crosses everybody over to the promised land. It's a theme park. So who would disagree with what I'm saying? This is the most greatest thing that can ever happen. And you got people just sitting there. That's why I'm so happy with my subscribers. Somebody donated. Thank you, Fatima, for donating $20. Thank you so much for your donation, Fatima. Thank you. And then also my subscribers, thank you so much for sending the posters. Please continue to send the poster magazines to them, because we have to address what it's about. I have my television station network, which is NBC, and I would show movies and how the promised land how people would enjoy themselves at the theme park. Do you understand? And how the children would be, now the children from foster care, that now also too, when we go and sue, we're not suing, we're just filing a class action, open public class action lawsuit, and we're just basically saying, okay, we already know you're guilty, so since you're guilty, just tell us a story about Paul Revere, so everybody can understand who you are, so we'll know, oh, we'll put them in jail, put the bad ones in jail and the good ones out, and that's that. And then we'll show the whole theme park about what the promised land is about, you know what I mean? And so everybody would have their own energy efficient home, where it's built like a energy efficient home that I have it on the on my patent here. And here's the key to your patent, to your badge. Your badge would have a key to your Jetsons, right? And I just wrote it. This is the part of the patent, but I had to write what they want. You know, like you have to. What you want, you have to write it out, like literally draw it out. So this is a credit card, your badge with the key to your Jetsons. Okay, here's the application. But anyway, here, and I showed you the financial, just a part of the financials. But I just want to give you an idea. But you want to go to my website and see all the services. Please go to my website, www.catherinepromise.land. That's right, sugar. So it's catherinepromise.land, and go there, and you can see all the services, how everyone would have their Jetsons, and everyone would be living happily ever after, and we would have all the bad people, you know, where they supposed to be, because you're supposed to clean your streets, and who's supposed to clean it? The people that are, and you would want people that the characters in the Bible that's here in a physical form, you would want them to rule over your community, because they know who's evil and they can help you. You want those people to help you. Who wouldn't? The same people in the Bible are the same people. Don Dirk is King Solomon. It's amazing to me. I'm just amazed by that. Y'all don't find that amazing? To me, that's amazing. I don't know. And by me knowing that, me finding that out, there's no way that you people are gonna rule over us. I don't know. This is gonna end this year. Shit, you can't be here. That's what I'm saying. Send the poster magazines. It's the rules and regulations to the promised land that you're sending to NBC News. And they are the courts. They are the people that we're talking about. You know, the Supreme Courts. They are them. They're the same people. One and the same. So the people on page 4 that we're sending the rules and regulations to, Just send it to them on page 4. All their emails is right there. Homeland Security, the DOJ, the people that Trump is suing is the same people we write to. Well, those people, we have to. So basically, we want them to email me to say, yes, Catherine, you have a television station network right here, and you may announce your rules and regulations on the promised land. We don't have anything to do with that because you're right. This is your land. That's what NBC should say. They should email me that. If they don't, then we go to trial. That's where we're going to trial. That's where we might as well just go to trial because they probably won't even say that. Then no, they said some stupid shit like reparations. They let a little girl speak for us. She didn't even mention Larry Hoover. Like, shut the fuck up. Really, shut up. You don't even know. You can't give us reparations. I told you reparations is your death. You have to hand over the keys and the deed. And so I'm here to announce that. Now, if you know, of course, obviously, if they open up a television station network for me, then we wouldn't need to go to court or anything like that. We would just, oh yeah, the movie would just start about the promised land. We would just get on with it. Really. If they could just open up a television station network for us, then I would be able to announce the rules and regulations of the promised land. And they would have to actually respect what I say and open the doors for me to have it. So if I say Larry Hoover owns this, you have to have it that way. We have to announce it. The news media have to say, yes, Larry Hoover now owns all of the prison systems because we admit that we have done massive amount of corruption to the people. They would have to really admit that. And what's going to happen to them? Nothing. Shit. You admitted it. Okay. Get off the fucking seat or go to jail or die. That's it. That's it. That's mercy. You just do what I say. And if you don't do what I say, you're just going to die. I mean, you're going to go to prison or you're going to die. I mean, anybody would say that's normal. You know what I mean? We're not savages like you people. We don't just go in and just slaughter motherfuckers. We have to give you the evidence of why we're going to come and remove you from where you're at. And if you resist, we're going to pop your head off your shoulders happily. We're going to be happy to do this. Mom, man, that's going to be a treat to knock your motherfucking head off your shoulders. You must know that. Man, you're going to see some happy, skippy people with swords just slaying people everywhere because we happy. It's much pleasure for us to do that because that's justified. You was killing us and you going to say no? How dare you say no? That's an insult. That was an insult for them saying reparations for California. Why would you say that? Because I told you not to, and then you're going to say it anyway. You can keep playing if you want to, but time is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, let me get off this video so that I can get back to what I was, normally doing. Now look. Ooh. Speaking of this is how I was able to form my whole entire book. It's the ganja that somehow brings out the wisdom in you when you can bring up all kind of different thoughts and truthfulness when you know what I'm saying, when you get your therapy. But anyway, I'm finna get out this video. I'm just really amazed that Job is Spice One because he went through hell and holy water. You must listen to the song like I listened to the song. And then you know what I'm saying? And so everything is happening to reality too. When you look at Spice One song, Welcome to the Ghetto, and then what he became, what he had to do, which dump him in the ditches, listen to that one, and then see how the song is Silk the Shaka, where he said, you can't, we can't die, bitch, don't try, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't my fault that I keep, that I have to remove you from your land, from the office that you're occupying. It's not my fault. So the song is called It Ain't My Fault from Silk the Shockers. Listen to that. Because it's not my fault that I have to, do you in because you fucked up. And you can't. And we don't die. We multiply. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So don't try. Just please, bitch, don't try. That's what it's basically saying, and it's true. Don't try it. Just cooperate. It's easy to cooperate, really. Email me. Let me know you got the deed and the keys to the NBC television station network. If not, then we would have to open a public lawsuit on that. It's because, well, how am I going to open up my business and cross people over into the promised land, so we won't die by you killing us? You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Let's be fair. Okay, let's be fair now, sugar. Okay, so I'm going to get up, and so that's what mercy is. You know, if they say no, then they die. That's mercy. And of course, you know, and, oh, that's right, because you guys were asking me like the questions. You were asking me questions. Did I already answer the question? I already answered the questions. Yeah. Question and answer. Because that first question was why you don't. Yeah. Okay, I already answered that question about the shirt about Sophia Stewart. Why don't? Okay. Why I don't wear my shirts like hers? Well, you know, I can't. Okay, so let's see why. Let's see. And besides, who the hell am I gonna impress? A bunch of fucking vampires? The question was, why you don't wear your shirt? You know, like Sophia Stewart. Well, she's in the Matrix, and I'm out, and I'm trying to get everybody out the Matrix. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? And it's good that you know whatever, whatever. I'm just saying, who the hell am I gonna impress? I don't want nobody seeing my titties. Vampires, who the hell? Hell no, my shit covered. Always. Now, while we in war, my shit gonna always be covered. Besides, I'm always strapped. And what if my blade drop out my shit? My shit all open like that. What was the next question? Let me get on with the next question. Okay, tell them about Paul Revere. Oh, yes. Okay, right. So when we get to court, they have to say, no, we have to say, you're going to address us as my lady and my lord. When you talk to a man, you're going to address him as my lord. All you foreigners, my lord. You know, when you pass by, my lord, you know, like, you know, just respectful because they're recognizing you that that's what's going to be on your badge. So, okay, so we'll know who's who. My lord means that he must be indigenous to this land. I must respect him because, damn, he can kick me off this bitch. That's what it means. We can kick you off our land if you don't behave yourself, right? So the ones who are evil and trying to kill us, we gonna kill you because, well, hell, you trying to kill us. I'm just saying what you're doing to us. So don't make it look like it's, you know, like I'm looking crazy shit. You the one. Anyway, here's another question. Let's see. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I already did. I already covered the mercy. So you already know what the mercy is. If they have a problem with us, they gotta go or they have to die. Okay. About the Anunnaki. Okay. Yeah, because I was talking about the Anunnaki. Because they said talk about the Anunnaki. What's going on with Russia? Well, Russia. I don't think Putin in Russia and China is coming over here now because I think Anunnaki is somehow telling Putin he got to go back. They got to go back to where they come from, and it's really the Americans that's bombing the Ukraine. They doing that as a distraction of what's going on with Putin because they all finna got it. They all have to go, but I guess they starting with Putin or something because they said, well, um, they took because Putin told Anunnaki to get out of his country, and the Anunnaki said, "Oh, you don't understand. We preceded you. We created you. So you're gonna have to come with us." And so I guess they having some problems with Anunnaki, and then the Negro ship is here, and I don't know, they doing stuff. So it's going down. It's going down, and that Ukraine thing, that's American doing all that shit. Putin ain't thinking about Ukraine shit. He got way more problems. So that's a distraction right there. They're bombing that and saying, "Oh, we taking over Ukraine because they got to report to Ukraine." The white people here got to. They're watch. They finna end up going to Ukraine. That's why they airing it out. They clearing it all out. They don't. They don't. They scary. They scary as fuck. They don't want to just pack up and just go on in there because they scared of the people in there. So they want to scare everybody out of there, clear it out so they can move. Because they gotta go. They gotta bring they gotta get out of America. They gotta come out of here. That's what's really going on, I think. I'm just saying, because what you bombing them for, and you pretending like it's Russia when he ain't think about you. He got Anu on his ass, you know, and that's a setup for y'all to go there, to go to Ukraine. You got to fill up Ukraine. That's what's happening. Y'all got to go. That's why I'm coming and saying you better hand over them keys and deeds, because what you gonna do with it when you got to go? You already have to go. So what? You might as well hand it over real quick. That's what I'm saying. You should just hand it over because it's not going to be no good for you. You ain't using it. You ain't. Yeah, so you're going to be filled up in the prisons or you're going to be going to Ukraine. That's where all you white people are going to be going to. Okay, so that's what's going to happen because you're already dismantled with your police department and you only carrying tasers. And we got that real heat, so. Anyway, and even if you was carrying that heat, trust me, believe me, well, you are so outnumbered right now. You already took the boom boom. Half y'all department already gone, so you ain't stop really. Hand over the keys. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Just hand over the keys because it's just nice for you to just do what you're supposed to do because it's the right thing to do. It's not the wrong thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Hell, y'all the killers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what you gonna have to do it anyway, regardless. You might as well just do it nicely and like you know what you're right because there's no way around this. You might as well just admit it. You know what, Catherine? There's no way around this. Let me go ahead and and give you a have your section of your until we can get out of our spot. So let me have my spot in NBC. So I'll have mine and we'll be going into the promised land while you guys are moving out anyway. Because y'all not gonna stay where you at. You cannot occupy another space on this land. I can't see you being here next year. I can't see that. I don't know. That'll be yeah. Let me see. No, I don't. No, that's right. The 2024. That I said. As soon as that eclipse cross, boom, that's your ass. That's right. So we got what 2 more years? So that's 2 more years. That's good. Okay, we got 2 years. Anyway, my birthday is April 10th. So that's why I probably because I'm always so happy around springtime because this is New Year's. This is Happy New Year's. This is the new beginning of New Year's, and this is what we're in. So I'm just really happy. So April 10th is my birthday, and I'm just really happy about that, because it's the year of the Aries, and and we're not saying that when they say the God of War is Aries, well, we're not saying that it's a bad thing. It's just it's a spiritual thing that's going on that just turned physical. Okay, that I'm shocked about. So I'm gonna get off this video, and I'll make another one.